decision. Michael Steele, why in the world would Facebook or Twitter allow a guy back on their platforms who continues to lie about the election being rigged? Every time he has a microphone, every time he puts out a statement, every time he communicates, he is actively spreading disinformation that undermines American democracy, that runs against their own standards. So why do you let that guy back on your platform if all he's doing is using his platform right now to lie about this fraud, about widespread election fraud?
That for me, Joe, is going to be the critical piece here in this decision. I mean, if they decide to give him this platform back, they will have to explain an answer to that point, to that question, because otherwise it makes no sense. It's not like, Donald Trump is somehow repentant in what he said about the 2020 election and what he said about January 6th. He isn't. He has made it his cause celeb to continue to emphasize these things. So what do you think he's going to do when you give him this platform back? Not only will he exacerbate the tensions in this country around the questions of January 6th in the election, which, by the way, there are no questions. It was very obvious because we saw what happened. But the reality of it is he will then use that platform to continue to raise the money that he wants, which is the most critical thing for him, as well as stirring up that pot with a lot of his supporters who are already bought into the crazy idea that Donald Trump, won the election. Where do they go? They go deeper into that rabbit hole, and Facebook becomes the platform that allows them to do that. So this is going to be a very interesting 9 o'clock hour, should they decide to give him this platform back.
Just really quickly, I'm looking at the members of the Facebook board, but also sort of the benchmarks that they're looking for when they're making decisions like this. The voice, the authenticity of that voice. We want to make sure the content people are seeing on Facebook is authentic. Safety, we're committed to making Facebook a safe place. Privacy and dignity. So they'll be looking at some core values and seeing if Donald Trump applies to them.
But if you look at the safety piece of it, of course, we just had a report last week that Facebook, because of Donald Trump, Facebook allowed the January 6th insurgency.
We are committed to making
steam.
Facebook a safe place. Expression that threatens people, has the potential to intimidate, exclude, or silence others isn't allowed on Facebook.
Well, a report shows that again, because of the lies of Donald Trump and his supporters, and because they were able to use Facebook, the January 6th riots with the Trump terrorists actually gained steam.
Authenticity. We want to make sure the content people are seeing on Facebook is authentic. Okay. We believe that authenticity creates a better environment for sharing. And that's why we don't want people using Facebook to misrepresent who they are or what they're doing.